So we are recording. I'm just going to start sharing my screen with you guys. And I'm going to keep things pretty short and sweet, super simple. And let me just shut this window because I look like a ghost. So there are so many different updates and there's so many different things that have been stirring around. So I just wanted to sort of set the record straight in terms of what's happening and what to expect in the next few months with regards to this whole wholesale customer, new enrollment kits, and spa classes. So I wanted to really give you guys an in-depth look into what the wholesale customer is and how this is going to benefit us. I will tell you, when I first found out about it, I was frightened because you can't stack people underneath other people like we've been doing. But realistically, if you look at it this way, that's not fair because we are technically building a business underneath these people. I have people that I've enrolled from the beginning that have massive businesses underneath them that if they were to place an LRP, they'd be receiving checks. And that's not really fair to somebody who doesn't want that. For somebody who doesn't necessarily have the space in their income taxes to have an extra income. Or for people who are professionals, there's a lot of naturopaths or homeopaths that aren't allowed having businesses built underneath them. Or other network marketing companies that I have a lot of friends from Beachbody, for instance, who does not allow you to in any way, shape, or form enroll somebody through or enroll through another account. So the wholesale customer is awesome. I want you guys to look at this as such a positive thing. Yes, our businesses are going to get wider. Yes, some people are going to have 20 people in their front line, but that's just how things are going to have to work. So there is a in-depth document which I've pulled from. Primarily, this information is from there. It's from Emily Wright. It's from Jared Auger, our GM in Canada. And this document, the first one tagged at the top, is one that I would highly recommend opening and saving. Bookmark it. It's something that Ange is actually adding to every time we get answers. So it's a really, really handy document to have to look through. So the thing that everybody's been so concerned about is the fact that you cannot place anybody underneath a wholesale customer. Nobody at all. You do have 14 days to move them, but you cannot place people underneath them. And how I've been doing this is I've actually just been sticking them at the bottom of a big leg that I've already created, stick them at the bottom, and then you're going to have to start stacking underneath somebody else there. Just remember that this is just how things are going to work from now on. So it's something that we're going to have to get used to. So the reason I love wholesale customer, and these are all the pros, okay? There's a lot more pros than there are cons. The really cool part is that it's a clear process for the person who's enrolling. So they don't have to have any concerns around what they're signing up for or us pressuring them to build something that they don't want to build, right? So you have to remember that 82% of people who enroll in doTERRA simply want oils. They have no intentions of ever building a doTERRA business. So it's something that we need to remember, okay? Yes, it's frustrating in the beginning because the majority of people on our team are wellness advocates, but it's something that we're going to do going forward, and it's helping us to nurture our network and nurture those people who don't want to build a business, right? The great part is there's no SIN necessary. You don't need to give a SIN or a social security number. It is one of those things that's a common question at classes. Do I have to fill in the SIN, or I'm not giving you my SIN? That's just one thing that people are kind of skeptical about. So they don't require a SIN number. They have a 90-day trial period to identify whether they want to live, share, or build. So this is a cool part. We have 14 days to move them. They have 90 days to try their oils and love their oils. And after 90 days, if they decide I want to share and I want to build this business and I want to teach classes, they can then upgrade for free to be a wellness advocate and then start teaching classes. So this is a really, really, really good opportunity for us to nurture those people who do want to build, but want to have that 90 days or longer of product knowledge. So it also allows you, it's kind of cool, to get to know them for 90 days, to really nurture them and offer them as much education as you can offer them. And then after that 90 days, you know exactly where they're going to fit in the best in your business. So because in 14 days, we don't really get to know somebody or know what they really want with this business. So the nice part about this wholesale customer is we do have that opportunity to get to know them a little bit better. Focus on this oil, like I just said, oil education and setting the stage for the business for this first 90 days. So another tip, and this is a tip from Ange Peters, but encourage them to find their first builder during this 90-day time period so that when they do upgrade to become a wellness advocate, they already have a builder that they can enroll. Okay, so it's kind of neat to have that. Remember, a wholesale customer can upgrade at any time if they so wish to during the 90 days. They just can't be restructured in your business. Okay, so if they upgrade before their 90 days is up, they cannot be moved. So if you've placed them somewhere that's awesome and you would love them there, great. They're going to be there for forever. But if you have them structured somewhere that you're not so fond of, it's a really great way for you to tell them to stay there for 90 days, and then you can move them after that. And feel free to ask any questions while we're going through. But this is also the opportunity for us to use our placeholder accounts better. So for those of you who have enrolled a family member or enrolled somebody else in your life who's holding the spot for somebody else when you get a builder, this is a really, really great way for you to fill that. Because the cool part is a wholesale customer can transfer into a placeholder account, where you have an inactive builder or something like that, and they don't have to be a non-enrolled member. So for those of you who've placed somebody stuck somebody in a spot that was already, was once, so say you had a builder, they quit, or they decided not to build a business anymore, and you wanted to fill that spot with somebody else, you can fill that with a wholesale customer. Hold on one second. My dog is doing something a little nutty. I can hear him. What are you doing? I hear you. I'm really funny. Come on, come here. He's digging. Come on in your bed. Real life over here. So I really like this whole thing because we don't have to worry about finding somebody who hasn't been enrolled, because if they have been enrolled as a wholesale customer, they can still transfer into an account. If this is something that you're not understanding, let it go in one ear, out the other ear, because it's something that when the time does come that you do need to transfer somebody, you'll completely get it. Okay. It's a great way to fill in your power of 3. Okay, it's awesome for that purpose. It's amazing to be able to stick somebody on your front line and use them to fill in that 600 volume gap. Trying to think what else. Great way to use the share program. So when a wholesale customer upgrades to an advocate, they can opt in at that time to join the share program. So at this point, they've already created all these connections and already created all of this momentum, so that when they do, stunks nuts. So when they do upgrade to become a wellness advocate, they're already on a roll. Okay. A really cool part is wholesale customers are also not held to the same compliance standards that we are. Okay. So since we do make money and we do this for a living, we are held to much higher standards with the compliance issues. Okay, so the nice thing is that we actually don't have to be too concerned about somebody who ordered oils saying something that they shouldn't be saying and getting us in trouble, because they're not held to the exact same standard as we are, which is awesome. This is really great, and it's something that I'm actually going to be working on this week. Preferred members can call in and upgrade their account, sorry, big truck, to either a wholesale customer or a wellness advocate account for free. And once again, we get 14 days to move them as they're treated as a brand new account. So that'll count as a brand new enrollment for you. Really cool, because I do have quite a few preferred members, because in the beginning I didn't realize what the benefits were of everything just yet. So to be able to call in and be able to move them and use that volume towards a rank or something else is awesome. So once again, enrolling a wholesale customer does count towards incentives for you. So they count just like wellness advocates counted in the beginning. You will notice for the time being, for right now, that you won't be able to see wholesale customers popping up under your enrollments. So when you look at enrollments of your team, you'll notice that there's quite a difference, just because of this. The wholesale customer hasn't caught up yet. For instance, Sue on our team, I think she enrolled 22 people last month and only 11 showed up, just because the first half were wellness advocates and the second half were wholesale customers. So just be mindful of that. Don't be alarmed. It's just something they're working through the glitches with it, but this is going to be something that'll be awesome in the long run for us. Alrighty, so these were some solutions, some questions that were asked, and we found solutions for them. That's what we do, right? So a current wellness advocate with a downline, so somebody you stacked right in the middle of a big long leg, doesn't want to provide their SIN upon their renewal date. What do? So I'm sure this is going to happen quite a bit when it does come time for them to renew. They're going to be asked for their SIN number, and most people who don't want to build aren't going to want to be giving this. So the solution to this is they are going to stay where they are, but they are not allowed to make more than $400 a year or order more than $5,000 a year. So this is a stipulation you tell them. Okay, you say to them, you just let them know. You can tell them that they can cancel their account, and you would sort of foot the bill for the next enrollment 6 months later. There's some options. But really, I think if we just honestly explain this to people and explain that this is something that doTERRA has done that's different and is changing things for all of us, just let them know the stipulations. And most people, if you give them an honest answer and explain to them the situation, they're going to understand. So this is just something we're going to have to work through. I have not had anybody come up with this yet. So I'm sure we'll see what happens as we go through. But this is my thing. You just let them know you cannot make more than $400 a year or order more than $5,000 in product. And if that's fine for them, awesome. Okay. No concerns. If a wholesale customer wants to start sharing before their 90 days, they can't be restructured. This is a concern for some people. I don't think it's actually super bad. I think it's necessary for us to still place these people in spots in our business that are going to benefit them as well as us in the long run, so that if you didn't have the opportunity to restructure them, they are in a space that they're going to thrive, right? We want that for everybody. So I think the big thing is to communicate this at the time of enrollment. Explain to them, if you do want to build or have the potential to build a business in the next 90 days, let's enroll you as a wellness advocate. But if you are just interested in being a customer and you have no intentions of ever doing this as a business, let's just do wholesale customer. And then if things change over those 90 days or longer, absolutely they can upgrade. But I think just putting them on this 90-day oil educating plan, which I'm actually going to be coming up with shortly for our wholesale customers. I think it'll be a really great way for them to really feel into this whole business opportunity. So it's kind of neat too when these people do join your business. They're gung-ho and they're in because they just spent 90 days learning about this business and these oils, which is really sweet. If a wholesale customer wants to host a class but does not want to upgrade to Wellness Advocate, the people from their class can't be stacked underneath them like in the past, right? So if somebody hosted a class, I would enroll them unless they wanted to enroll them, and then I would stack them underneath them. We can't do that anymore. So a big thing is, I think, clear communication. That's all we can do, is just letting them know that this is the case, and you will be enrolling them. And if they do choose to upgrade at a later date, then we look into things beyond that. Okay, so any questions about that? I don't know, who do we have on here? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just going to unmute myself because I don't know how to explain what I want to say.
Yeah.
For the people that we currently have that are wellness advocates, but they're just buying wholesale, they're not building a business, and then they decide to go down to a WC, like a wellness customer, will we have the option to change them, or like restructure them, or will they just stay where they are? And will it just like do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, let me pull it up. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Huh. I don't. No.
Okay.
I'm going to try pulling it up right now. I can look into that. I, for some reason, think that it's a yes, that they can be moved again.
Okay.
Yeah. But I will confirm, okay? I will confirm after this call. I'll ask Ange. But I do believe that that's a yes. But I'll confirm.
Okay. I don't think I want to move anybody, but I just didn't know how that would work. Because obviously if they go to a WC, you can't still place people under them. But if they stay as a WA, you can.
Yeah. And the only time that they can downgrade is on renewal date. So they can't just go in and downgrade. They can have to wait to the renewal date. And then they have to, but they can upgrade at any time.
Okay.
If anybody wants to upgrade, they can upgrade at any time. But downgrading is only at once a year.
Okay. Just because I have a class coming out at the end of the month, and it's a class with a lot of people that have signed up already with me, and there could be new people too. So I just,
I honestly don't even talk about it, to be honest with you. At the end of the class, this is how I've been doing things since this started. At the end of the class, I hand out the forms, I hand out the enrollment kits, and I say, this is how things work. And it's during the wellness consult with them that I talk to them about if they're interested in building a business. And that's it. I don't talk about it in classes and say there's two options or there's this or there's this. I enroll, or I so far have been enrolling everybody as a wholesale customer. And in the wellness consult, talking to them then about building a business. Unless somebody comes to me and says, I'm building a business, we're doing this, well, then I would enroll them as an advocate. But it's hard to know what classes. It's tough.
I think it just adds more confusion
Yeah, and I don't, and that's what I strive for: straight, clear communication. So I don't talk about it. I just enroll them like we've always enrolled them. Here's a kit, and when you go in and place the order, wholesale customer, and that's it.
No, just I wonder, because some of the people coming, their 1 year will be coming up a couple weeks after the class. So I just kind of thought, well, I'm probably going to have to explain a lot of it.
No.
If it were to come up. No?
No, unless it's their year when you're putting the orders through, then they would have to be, they would be asked. But if theirs comes up like 3 months after, 2 months after, I wouldn't talk about it at your class.
Okay.
Just snacking on grapes over here. Okay, so we have new enrollment kits. I'm not sure if you saw these, but I'm really excited. It does confuse things a little bit for me because I have been enrolling people through Canada. But this is an amazing, amazing opportunity for us to show people who might want the Touch Kit as an enrollment kit, to show them the different options. So I love these. They are only available in US dollars. So when you enroll them, you just need to let them know this is American. You are more than welcome to create yourself your own enrollment sheets and have those printed off with these kits added to it with the exchange on it already. There's different options that you guys can be doing, because these kits here are going to be big sellers, in my opinion. The Home Essentials is still available and still amazing. But I've been having a lot of people asking me lately for the oils that are in the Aroma Touch kit and for the roller bottles in an enrollment kit. Okay. So this is awesome. They are available from, like I said, from the States. These prices here and the enrollment kit that I posted in the group are plus the 6% or plus the 6% for Canada, covering duty and taxes. So this is amazing. This family wellness kit is every mom's best friend. Honestly, it's my best friend. I enrolled a girlfriend this morning already with this, and she doesn't even have kids. Just because these Touch roller bottles are unbelievable. And both myself and Erin are on all three of these wellness products. So it's amazing for anybody. Just make sure to communicate with them. It is US dollars. The Aroma Touch kit with the diffuser and the coconut oil is a really great start for some people. Remember, the Aroma Touch kit has your balance. It has Serenity in it. It has Deep Blue and Aroma Touch and oils that some people really, really love. So it's a nice kit for somebody who is interested in getting started that route. Okay. There's changes to our Natural Solutions kit, which is unreal. Our Natural Solutions kit, once again, US dollars, but it now has all 15 ml bottles. So before they were half and half were 5 ml, half were 15. They've upped every bottle to 15 mils, which is a huge seller. Once again, all these absolutely incredible oils that the majority of people use. They have changed it to add, what else did they add? Oh, they added the shampoo and conditioner as well. Okay. So that's really cool. Upgraded the bottles except for past tense. And then this kit, this is now a enrollment kit. It's called the Oil Sharing Kit. And this is a beautiful, beautiful kit for somebody who is interested in using the products in a retail capacity. I enrolled somebody last month with one of these kits, non-enrollment. It wasn't an enrollment kit at the time, but a really great way for somebody to have all these oils that are super popular to sell at retail. Comes with the stickers. It comes with the, what's it called, sharing sample bottles and a diffuser. So it's unbelievable for someone who's wanting to be in a retail space. Okay. Really, really cool. Kata, I immediately thought of you and the spa now that this is available for an enrollment kit. So for Kirsten, awesome. Okay, guys, so these are just a few changes that we now have coming up. This is awesome. This is something to be really excited about. These enrollment kits are amazing. We may be getting them in Canada. We don't know yet. So I think this is something that we'll be finding out more at post-convention tours and that kind of stuff. But stay tuned. We'll keep you updated as we sort of hear things. We're usually a little bit behind the States. I also wanted to share with you, we have an incredible upline, Ange, who is on the ball with everything. And Ange has created a spa class because Ange is the queen of self-care. And this is something I'm going to try. I am not, when I was with Arbonne, a big thing that we did were spa classes. And I wasn't a huge fan of them. And I don't know if it was because of the atmosphere or myself at the time, or it was the product. Okay, so these supernatural spa classes are an amazing way to host like an LRP style class. So this would be more for people who have already enrolled, who are looking for more information on healthy products, natural products, toxin-free stuff. I really think this is going to be cool. I think it's going to really take off. So this is just something that Ange has created. And the class is centered around, the majority of it is centered around, natural health, like natural body care products. She pulls up the EWG rating on all of the doTERRA products that they just launched, and they rated between a 1 to a 2. So this is stuff that she uses throughout her slideshow. Focuses a lot on what the FDA says is safe for us and not safe, and the ingredients in our products that people don't even know about. Cool stuff like that. Neat stuff. She includes a class prep checklist. So she does hand towels and mirrors if they want to apply the mask to their face. So the idea behind it is people would soak their hands in a bowl of with some lavender. They would soak their hands in some lavender and water, and they would dry their hands with the towels, and they would apply the oils after that. So then what she did is she did a scrub, she did a body butter application, or you can do the mask. And the idea behind it is to invite everybody to apply the products to their hands if they don't want to take their makeup off and apply the mask to their face. If people do, they're more than welcome. That's awesome. But they don't have to, which is nice. And this is really, really cool. There's different things that Ange does, and she's all about incentivizing. But this is a product, I guess you could say like a product launch party or a LRP party, or like a Oils 201 class. Because you would have things like Virage or the On Guard line or the vitamin line for people to sort of see the different products that we offer. So she adds here all the different things that you guys can do. There's some really cool, I'm going to pull up the slideshow. Let me stop sharing for a second. All right, let me share this with you. All right, so she's created this slideshow. Basically just showing us simple steps of how to do this. A print off just with more information, class drawing slip. And then she gives this sheet out, which is really neat. And she says, in the box below, write out the products and brands that you use daily. So next, then you can give them the Skin Deep database website to go look at. Next, look up these products in the Skin Deep database, and then pretty much shares with them. You'll be really excited to find out that these skincare products that we've now launched are between a 1 and a 2. And I think seeing firsthand in the middle of a class scares the shit out of people when they realize what's in their products. So I think that's a really cool way for us to target those people who are product junkies like I was. Because these new products have definitely filled that void for me, filled that void I was missing by making my own stuff. And I love being able to grab a tub of something and apply it and know that everything in it's good for me. And there's a lot of other people that are like that. Okay, so this is a really cool way to do things. Yeah, so many different ideas. So basically just empowering you to take control of your health, just different things. So she says to share the video on the next slide. So this is the idea behind it. Soak hands for 3 minutes in warm water bowls with a drizzle of body wash. Apply body scrub to hands, massaging dry patches. Rinse off, towel dry. Apply detoxifying mask to back of hands and let dry for 5 minutes. Apply coconut oil and lavender to cuticles. Massage body butter into hands. And don't forget to cup your nose and breathe in. Just a really nice way for them to experience the products all at once. Just a video. See, it's very much about toxins and the chemicals in your products. So if this is something that excites you, get on it. This is awesome. Really, really cool way to use these oils and products. So just more information, the fragrance. I'm not going to stick with everything here. But yeah, walks through the products that we use and different things that they might not know, which is neat. Really great video. If you haven't seen this, I don't know if I can play it. Let's see if I can play it for you. Have you seen this, guys? No? It's a bit long, but I'll show you a bit of it.
I believe that what we put on our skin should be natural. Being a mom and being someone that really advocates for, health, it's extremely important to me to have products and use products in my home that are natural. People are becoming more aware. There's a movement happening.
One of my favorite things about this line is that we only use the oils to scent the products.
So I think that this line is going to be a really great entry point for people who are looking to step out of the world of not knowing what they're putting on their skin to being more aware and conscious. My favorite product in the new line is the exfoliating sugar scrub. I love having something to kind of wake my skin up in the morning, and the smell of it is amazing. The body scrub left my skin so smooth. And I especially love ginger in there. It's so warming, and so that with the citrus oils was just such a beautiful blend. I love the scent of the new bath bar. Some of my favorite scents all in one. If I'm using that in the shower and my kids are using it, they're getting those therapeutic benefits. I love the scent of the new body wash. It was part of my morning routine this morning, and it's going to be a part of my morning routine every day. Those citrus oils just help us feel so fresh and clean.
So I think this is a really nice way to highlight all of those different products and a nice video to show as we get started talking about the new products. It's definitely really neat. I love it. And this is really, really amazing. Okay, so Ange has actually pulled the EWG score of every single product that we have. She's put through all of the ingredients in the products and shows the score of each of them, which is astounding. There is no other health company out there or company out there that has body wash that is a 1. Okay, even Dr. Bronner's registers as a 1. and I use Dr. Bronner's for everything. So knowing this, I can tell you now, I just ordered about 20 other bottles of this because I want to use it for everything. I'm using it for Leo. I'm using it for me. I'm using it for bubble bath. I'm using it for everything. So this is unbelievable. Okay. So she breaks down every product, and just shares what's in them all and why they rate what they do. Walks you through different supports and things like that. Yeah. So I think this is really, really neat for people to see what else is out there. People think we're just oils, and our oils are our real talking point, and our claim to fame, but we have the best products out there. So I think it's super important for us to also share about these products that we have, because they're amazing. So this is a really great way for us to get started on a completely different, sort of route than we have been taking. So yeah, if you guys, that's all I really wanted to go through. If somebody wants a spa class, I'll teach a spa class. I'll teach them about the products, and you have the oils there, and you can talk about the oils. Absolutely. You're using the oils in your routine. But it's definitely the best way to get people on LRP is through those products. Because when you get someone addicted to a product or a product line, they're going to order it monthly, right? So it's a really cool way for us to give somebody an experience with these products, because wait till you get them. They're like thebomb.com. I'm obsessed. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask. I need to whip out. I have to head out to a meeting. But I will post this later for everybody else to see it. And thanks, guys, for popping on. Bye.